Mic check, 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I loud? Am I clear? Is anybody out there? Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get started in just 9 minutes and 35 seconds. We're going to watch the COMEX open back up in the day trading session. We're going to watch the Shanghai Futures Exchange open. We're going to watch the stock market open. We're going to cover all the breaking gold and silver news. We're going to try to get John some soup. Who else needs soup? Put I need soup in chat. We are live this morning on YouTube, X, and Facebook. That's right, I call it the trifecta, gathering the crustaceans from across the globe. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're ready, smash the like button, top off your drink, buckle up. It's about to go down here in just 9 minutes and 5 seconds. Enjoy the tunes. Wow, variable stacking's buying another 10 ounces at spot at Hero Bullion today. Who's buying today? Put it in chat if you're buying and what you're picking up. We're going to be live here in 8 minutes and 10 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to be live here in just 7 minutes and 55 seconds to cover the breaking gold and silver news. We're going to watch the COMEX day trading session take over in New York. We're going to watch Shanghai open back up. We're going to watch the stock market open up. We're going to answer your questions, have some fun. I'm going to show you some Mega God, give away silver and gold. Who's ready? Smash that like button if you're ready. And please go retweet the tweet. I put it on X. Thank you. Do you know people told me I was crazy when I was making my YouTube videos and silver was $13 an ounce and I was screaming about it. I was screaming about the industrial demand, the fundamentals. And people called me a silver pumper. They said I should put my money in the S&P 500. They said I should invest in fine art and old cars. They told me I was a dum-dum, but I kept stacking anyway. Why? Because I knew the fundamentals. They told me it would never pass 20, then 30, then 40, then 50. They told me it was a fluke. We'd certainly never break 100. Then we hit 120, got smacked down to 60, and they told me it was over. But I knew, and I know now, none of the fundamentals have changed. I'm still stacking. And as more and more people laugh, I keep stacking. As I warn of the flood coming and people laugh, I keep stacking. Ladies and gentlemen, are you building your gold and silver ark to float through the crazy times that are ahead of us? Did you guys like that story? Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to be live here in 6 minutes and 5 seconds, covering the breaking gold and silver news. Who's ready? Smash that like button. Chris Simic said, every time I come on, I wake up his dog. That's funny. Are you unshaken? Do you have intestinal fortitude? Are you ready for this live stream? We're going to be ready, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be live in just 5 minutes and 20 seconds, covering it all, breaking it all down. We're about to be covering the breaking gold and silver of the evening in the morning, helping you read the tea leaves, answering your questions here live. We're going to be live in just 5 minutes and 10 seconds, so please tap the like, share the stream. If you guys like this music, you can listen to it anytime. Amazon Music, YouTube, Spotify, iTunes. Just search International Stackers, the artist. Enjoy. 5 minutes till we're live.
mill. Coins and bars, rare to find. Treasure hunting, one of a kind. Join the crew, let's explore. Stack up wealth and so much more. Chasing that mill. Maps and clues, giveaways tonight. Silver dream shining bright. Bright, bright. Roll the dice, take a chance. Treasure calls, we're in a dance. Silver shines, gold's the glow. Stack it high, watch it grow. Giveaways for all, feel the thrill. International, stack 'em that mill. So hit that sub, join the quest. Riches await, you're the best. International stacker, stacking strong. Silver, gold, where you belong.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to be live in just 3 minutes and 10 seconds, breaking down all the gold and silver news. We're going to watch the COMEX day trading session take part here. We're going to watch the Shanghai Futures Exchange and the stock market open, answering all your questions, and I'm going to talk about my massive gold and silver giveaway. Who likes free silver and gold? Put free in chat if you like that. Shout out to everybody watching right now on X and Facebook. Please smash the like button. We're going to be live here in 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Who's ready?
Chasing that mill. Chasing that mill.
2 minutes and 25 seconds.
Crabs are grooving side to side.
Let's go.
Ocean waves where dreams collide. Claws are up, the beat we chase. Treasure gleaming, golden space. Get your claws up, don't delay.
Let's get a crab dance going right now if you're ready. Drop a crab in chat.
Join the party night and
2 minute warning, 2 minute warning.
gold and silver is the key. Crustacean nation, dance with me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to be live in just 1 minute and 45 seconds, covering it, breaking it all down, all the breaking gold and silver news. Who's ready?
Gold and silver, who wants it all? Are you ready for the mega gall? We're the crew, the shell brigade. Treasures found, the music's played. Get your claws up, don't delay. Yeah, join the party night and day. Gold and silver is the key. Crustacean nation, dance with me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to be live in just 1 minute. This is your 1 minute warning. Do you want the old school little kid intro or the crab migration? Let me know quick.
In the sand, shiny spoils laid by hand. We're the crew, the shell brigade. Treasures found, the music's played. Get your claws up in the sky, international stacker. He
Welcome, Elder Joshua Hetrick. Just renewed his membership. Thank you.
is the key.
Okay, you guys want the old and the little kid. I can do it, medley. I got this. 30-second warning.
Dance with me. Dance with me. Dance with me. Dance with me.
One stacker on a journey to find silver. International stacker.
One stacker on a journey
to find
silver. International Stacker.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? The name's International Stacker, coming to you live from Key West, Florida, where I'm closer to Cuba than a Walmart. We are just 67 subscribers away from 69,200 here on YouTube, and that will trigger the next big show, over 2,200 videos around the world on gold and silver adventures. And boy, are we on an adventure this morning. And real quick, how's the sound level? Is the music? Is the vocals fine? Let me know. But let me give you a quick recap of what happened overnight, ladies and gentlemen. It was an absolute silver and gold battle with the big bankers, and here's what happened. We hit a low of $73.12. We hit a high of about $75.83, and we're currently on a red candle right now at $75.76, literally battling for the price of 80. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to announce we did have a gap up last night, but I'm happy to announce overnight we more than filled that gap, so now we can delete that. Channel members, get ready with your new emoji.
We fill that gap, turn the candle green. Close that gap, stack silver with me. We fill that gap, turn the candle green. Close that gap, stack silver with me.
With me, and I did want to shout out Craig, guys. Craig in chat, Commander Craig. He started the 42nd Battle Crab Brigade, Strength and Diamond Claws, and I just saw right now Michael D in chat. Looks like he has started the 160th Battle Crab Soar, and it says he's saying he's reporting it's fully operational. So that was silver overnight. We did fill that gap, so we're going to watch this closely this morning. 8:15 to 8:30 a.m. We'll be back to the silver chart to watch the danger zone. That's every morning when the big bankers attack us, accost us with their chicanery and their trickery. There we go. So we'll be back here for the danger zone, which will be starting at 8:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's see, the futures price was hovering right around 76.04. Okay, 76.04. There we go. Gold price here overnight, we hit a low of about 4,453.19. We hit a high of 4,509.27. Currently on a red candle at 4,498.02. So right now it's a battle for that 4,500 mark. All gaps have been filled on gold. We filled it actually yesterday when we were live. So we're going to keep watching this with bated breath here as well. And a big thank you to Chris Simic. Chris Simic is trying to give John soup. Chris Simic gifted 5 memberships. It went to PK, it went to Lost Gaming, it went to Jeff's, it went to Liz, and it went to CPP and to C-Tech. Congratulations. Say thank you to Chris Simic for those memberships. And guys, I'm about to yell no soup for John. If you don't know what that means, just go to the website here, internationalstacker.com, go to channel lore, scroll down here to the bottom where it talks about no soup. And I can happily, not happily, sadly report that it has been 28 days since John has gotten soup. And ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Stout answers right behind Chris Simic with 10 memberships. That went to D, it went to Turbo, it went to Matthew, it went to Acquire, it went to Finney, it went to Learn, it went to JR, it went to Dan, it went to the Bailey, and it went to Diamond Dave. Ooh, does Diamond Dave have diamond claws? Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations. Say thank you to both Jeff Stout and Chris Simic for those memberships. Check out your new custom channel member emojis. And I hate to say it,
Please, sir, I want some more.
No soup for John.
Taste the soup.
We try. No soup for John.
Good soup.
No soup for John.
No soup for you.
No soup for John. It's all
now I'll tell you this much. Whoever eventually gets John soup is going to be in a real good situation. Here it is. So whoever gets John soup, which means gets him his gifted membership, you're going to get 3 silver rounds here. One of them is gold gilded. And you're also going to get this courtesy of Chris Simic. He donated a 1/10 ounce American Gold Eagle MS69. That's like $600 right there. And of course, you know your boy Rick Harrison sent a new no soup for you sticker. So this is the bounty for whoever eventually gets John soup. So you're going to get soup as well. And also 3 no soup for John t-shirts. Now I got the new design, guys. I'm going to jump into the gold and silver news here in 1 second. Give me 30 seconds here. I'm going to jump into the breaking gold and silver news. But if you go here to shop, this is the first no soup for John shirt design. You see that? No soup for John. But I said hold it because I got one more design coming. So this design will be uploaded today. Here's design number 2. No soup for John. That's actually his face. No soup for John. And look at the soup is actually savory and it's gold and silver. So that is going to be uploaded today. So now there's 2 designs. They're going to be in a bunch of different colors. So if you want a no soup for John t-shirt, they're going to be all live, all ready to go today. And Whoever gets John Soup is going to get their pick of 3 of the No Soup for John t-shirts for themselves or others, so that's pretty cool. Okay, let's go to the gold to silver ratio. Overnight, we hit 59.38 ounces of silver for every ounce of gold, so we're back under that 60 level. We hit a high of 61.11 ounces of silver for every ounce of gold. Now, here's the big La Bamba, ladies and gentlemen, the Shanghai Futures Exchange. Now, this opened overnight. Remember, at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Remember, I said it was going to gap up, and it did gap. I was pretty dang close right there, so it gapped up somewhere around here. So it hit a low overnight of 81.26. It hit a high of 84.28. So we're going to watch this guy here open back up this morning. And let's see here. 84.28 is where it closed. Silver's at 75. So currently right now, it would be gapping up probably about $1. Would be my prediction. But we got a little time left, so we'll come back to this. But my guess would be gapping up about $1. Okay, let's go to the breaking gold and silver news. And guys, if you have questions for me, don't put them in chat quite yet. When I go back to the charts, put them in at that time and I'll be able to answer them. I just want to make sure I don't miss anyone's questions. And Variable Stacker says, love the shirt. This one people will know we stack. There you go. Yeah, I mean, if they know the meme, they'll know. One has gold and silver, one doesn't. So it just depends what you want. Okay, here we go. We're going to refresh this and get into the breaking gold and silver news. And the first piece of news here from Smart Silver Stacker. What we're witnessing, ladies and gentlemen, is a true poly crisis. If you think back to high school, maybe you did this in middle school. I think I remember. I think I learned about polytheism in high school. But poly means multi, many, more than one. Mono is one, poly is multiple, right? So a poly crisis, rising bond yields, a $39 trillion debt load, energy choke points in the Middle East, the Strait of Hormuz, strategic petroleum reserves running low, governments restricting access to silver, India, and gold, food supply pressures. These are not isolated events. They are interconnected symptoms of a global financial system under increasing strain. In today's live stream, I will be breaking down bonds, oil, silver, and geopolitics. So guys, he does a live stream that starts like midday. Check out his live stream. He's a great creator, great information, a super technical guy. I think you guys will like it. And Okie Stacker just gifted a membership. And that went to Christopher. So close, Okie Stacker. And guys, check out Okie Stacker. He's got his own gold-backed business. It's Red Dirt Reserve LLC. Put your link in chat, Okie Stacker. Thank you so much for that membership. And let's see if John got soup. Let's go to our correspondent in the field here. Hey, Cargo Bob. We're downtown Key West right now. You want to go get some soup?
No soup for John.
No soup for John. How do you say that in German?
Keine Suppe for John.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, before I go into this next piece, I wanted to shout out the sponsor of this of this channel, is proud sponsor and a hero, Hero Bullion. And currently, they've got 10-ounce bar at spot, poured silver. You guys asked for it, they did it. Also, too, if you go here and you start in the type in the starter pack, they have another 5 ounces at spot. It's all free shipping straight to your door, and it's back under $400. So now is a perfect time to pick it up. It's high quality. It's got radial security lines, ladies and gentlemen. So don't sleep on Hero Bullion. Be a hero today and protect your family and your community by building your stack. The next piece of news here is India is moving aggressively to defend the rupee. Gold and silver restrictions are expanding. As pressure builds on the rupee, ladies and gentlemen, India is discouraging gold buying. Literally, the Prime Minister Modi told his people not to buy gold for a year. Maintaining steep import duties on precious metals, both gold and silver, and now tightening silver import rules with licensing requirements. They've essentially done a gold and silver ban, ladies and gentlemen. They've essentially done that, okay? History shows governments often move to restrict hard assets when capital starts fleeing, weakening currencies. Why? Because when confidence in fiat declines, citizens historically rush toward real money, gold and silver. That demand can quickly overwhelm government attempts to control the flows. We've seen this pattern repeatedly across history. We saw it in India in 1968. They did the Gold Control Act of 1968, and that failed. And it was a massive black market, ladies and gentlemen. But we've seen this pattern when currencies weaken, they do capital controls, precious metals restrictions, rising physical demand, always outside of the system, that black market. The deeper the monetary system stress becomes, the more attractive physical gold and silver often appear to ordinary citizens. First, the government asks, then they demand, then they ban, then they confiscate. And here's where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. That rupee is headed up towards 100. And yeah, people are nervous. People are scared. So there's the full story down there if you want to go read that. But ladies and gentlemen, I actually got a message from one of you that was concerned about the demand going away from India. They import literal tons of silver and gold every year. And I think there's other demands that are increasing that are going to help offset that. But I think the demand we saw previously in India is going to explode on the black market. And what that means for gold and silver demand and how it gets in the country, I don't know yet. But if anything, if the government told us, stop stacking, don't do it, it's illegal, like don't do these things, would you stop stacking or would you stack harder? I would stack harder. So, ladies and gentlemen, Gresham's law in full effect there. I think it's going to increase demand, if anything. Okay, the next story here this morning, the bond markets are giving yippee vibes as Kevin Warsh prepares to take over as Fed chair. Kevin Warsh is set to become the Fed chair this Friday after being sworn in, and the bond market is already testing him. Now, many people don't know. Jerome Powell is still in charge. He's the Federal Reserve Chair pro tem. So it's a temporary position, but he's in charge until Kevin Warsh gets sworn in this Friday. So 30-year Treasury bonds have surged to the highest levels in years. Long-term bond sell-off, adding pressure amid sticky inflation and geopolitical risks. Markets are watching closely to see how the incoming chair handles this early challenge. Here's the full story here if you want to read more about this. But Kevin Warsh has a lot of work ahead of him. Let's see if he's up to it. And ladies and gentlemen, I took a poll. So now I'm going to end the poll in chat. This was in relation to this tweet here. So let me stop the poll. Now, here's a poll that went out nationally. Is your situation worse? 55% of Americans say their situation is getting worse per Axios. So here it is here. And they've been kind of like just doing it throughout time. So, and I think their answer is open-ended. I said since the beginning of the year. So the results from the poll and from the chat is 49% of you say yes, your financial situation's gotten worse since January 1st. 36% say no. And 15% of you say you're just here for the soup.
Please, sir, I want some more.
No soup for John.
Taste the soup.
We try. No soup for John.
Good soup.
No soup for John.
No soup for you.
No soup for John. It's all
Poor John. Is John ever going to get a soup? Who's going to win the bounty? That's the question. Okay, John Arnold here saying a fire alarm is going off and everyone is ignoring it. Guys, this is the bond market. This is catastrophic. Do bonds confuse you? If you want an explanation on how bonds work and how it affects gold and silver, put bond in chat or bonds, whatever you want right now. But look at this. This is the 30-year for UK is the blue line. Bad. It's going up. The gray is 30-year treasury for US. Bad. It's going up. The France, bad. Japan, bad. It's all skyrocketing. What does it actually mean? Let's see what you guys want it. So all you got to do is go to my website, internationalstacker.com. It's free, not a single ad. Click here, news/blog. And I put together a very intense post yesterday. Here it is. The bond market explained why rising global rates matter for gold and silver stacking. So make sure to check out my website, internationalstacker.com. There is a whole breakdown on it with history to make it easy for you. Also on my website, guys, I'll have live market prices anytime, day or night, even when I'm not live. On Oneida, you can see gold, silver, copper, platinum, palladium, the gold to silver ratio. You can see which markets around the world are open. Okay, and we're about to go into the danger zone here, and we're about to also see Shanghai open here. And also, I'm going to be hiding silver across the nation called the Hidden Hoard, sponsored by Hero Bullion. I'm hiding 5 ounces of silver and maybe some other treats in Dahlonega, Georgia around June 6th. Knoxville, Tennessee, another 5 in June 7th. Another 5 of the Fun Coin Show, July 9th to 11th. Springfield, another 5, 15 to 20th of July. And August 25 to 28, another 5 near the A&A Coin Show. So who is going to find the Hidden Hoard? If you're planning to go find the Hidden Hoard, put Hidden Hoard in chat. And also, ladies and gentlemen, I'm also going to have subscriber meet and greets at each of these locations every time I drop a Hidden Hoard. And if you catch me in the wild, you get one of these. So if you're interested about signing up for a meet and greet for one of these locations, here it is here. And you could fill it out, and you could also suggest a location that you want me to come visit. Okay. Beware the baby gator, ladies and gentlemen. So this is from Will. He made this like baby gator, nothing to fear. Buy the dip. I just thought that was hilarious. Okay, the next piece of news here. Hong Kong is accelerating plans for new gold clearing system launch targeted for July. Hong Kong is moving aggressively to become a major global bullion hub. Now, a new gold clearing system launching as early as July, designed to mirror London-style bullion infrastructure with unallocated gold account settlement. What does that mean? That means most trades are settled with paper claims to gold rather than specific numbered bars immediately changing hands. Aims to boost liquidity, trading efficiency, vaulting, and gold flows across Asia. This is another major sign the East is strengthening its gold market infrastructure as global demand for physical bullion keeps rising. The global gold market is becoming increasingly multipolar, okay? Not multipolar, not just one location, but multi. London and New York are no longer the only game in town. Here's the full article here if you want to read more about that in Hong Kong. And you guys, you demanded it. So I'm back with this day in sound money history. Please, if you like this, go retweet it on X, get it out there. Show me that you like this segment. But this day in sound money history, May... I messed that up. It should be 20th. Is it too late to fix? No. Typo. Thank God I could fix that. Okay. 1896, the war over gold and silver hit a fever pitch in Congress. Lawmakers raged against the crime of 1873, the move that demonetized silver, warning it would destroy half of the world's metallic money supply and crush working people under deflationary debt. The free silver movement exploded across America. Guys, do we need to revive the free silver movement? Put free silver movement in chat if you think we need to revive that, or have we already done that? That's the question. 1848, California newspapers exploded with gold rush fever. One declared, gold, 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 gold. Hey, Barb, have a fun day at work. Drive safe. Towns emptied as workers abandoned farms, businesses, and ships to chase fortunes in the Sierra Nevada. Two different eras, same lesson. Gold and silver have always triggered mass migration, political upheaval, monetary wars, and economic revolutions. And I would argue even regular wars is too. There's been plenty of wars over that. Here's an old newspaper clipping from back in those days. Wow. Okay, here's the next one here. Goldman Sachs Jeff Curry sees gold pullback, then a run to $10,000 an ounce. Jeff Curry, Goldman Sachs global head of commodities research and a respected voice on Wall Street. So if he's a respected voice on Wall Street, we might not want to trust him, but he's saying something good about gold right now, so I'll listen to him. He just dropped his latest outlook, near-term pullback possible, which we may be seeing now. We may have already seen it. I don't know, or it may be happening now. Okay. Close that. Go here. Okay. But we may be seeing that. Okay. When a top commodity strategist at Goldman Sachs starts talking about five-figure gold, the smart money listens. So not only do silver and gold stackers listen, but when you have mainstream folks like this, you've got mainstream institutional investors that listen, which could see a whole shift of additional liquidity into the gold market. Crustacean Nation, Jeff Curry calling for $10,000 gold eventually. Are you buying the dip or are you waiting? What's your gold price target in this cycle? Let me know. Okay, and we're back to the charts for the danger zone. We're danger zone. We're entering right now. We're entering the danger zone right now. Wow, I nearly missed that. I looked down and there was 5 seconds left. Ladies and gentlemen, we have started our first candle, the Danger Zone. The Danger Zone is every morning from 8:15 a.m. to Eastern Standard Time to 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is traditionally when the big bankers attack gold and silver price in the market. So we're going to watch here with bated breath, and I'm going to answer your questions. So if you got questions, now's the time. Put it in chat. Just make sure you tag me so I see. And real quick, before I answer the first question here, we are on the first red candle going into the danger zone. That's not a shock. But ladies and gentlemen, there's something we do on this channel that some scientists say works 90% of the time, every time, to turn a red candle green or a green candle to a BGZ, a big green candle. You guys taught it to me live in Boca Raton, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, the baby gator. Okay, I'm going to try to do the baby gator noise. Here we go. How do you do the baby gator noise? I don't know. Whoa, whoa, what was that? It was a giant lizard just jumped. That thing was massive. I thought I actually summoned an alligator for a second there.
It's science.
It's science, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll see if that baby gator call works here for the silver price. Currently on a red candle at 75.45 under full-blown attack, and we'll see if we can pull out of this. And I always wonder about people who join the live stream right when the baby gator's playing. They're probably like, what the heck channel is this? And Mongo Like Candy says, is the difference between buying 90% at below melts versus at spot? Oh, is there? Yeah, there is a difference. So, spot price is this. Spot price is this, $75.46. That is the given spot price at this time. What the melt price is it's the price that refineries are willing to pay coin dealers, local coin shops, etc. So, let's say a 1 ounce coin at spot right now would be $75.45. But if a refiner was to buy that from you, they might pay you a melt price of $74.20. Or $73.72, something like that. So melt price is always going to be your lowest price. And I used to go into local coin shops. This used to be one of my biggest hacks. I always find a hack, and I share it with you guys. I've got all kinds of international silver I've picked up from around the world of doing this, and a lot of it has insane premiums on it, way better than the spot price. And I would go in and say, hey, do you have any foreign silver or messed up silver that you're going to send into the refiner? I'd be happy to pay you melt for it. And I would score every time. I'm looking at a bag right here, full of foreign silver by doing that. So that's the difference between buying at melt and spot. Okay, let's see if there's any other questions here. 1 second. Okay, next question here coming in from Dropping the Mic. I'm still Nacho. Not a chance Hormuz will open trading. I don't think Iran will agree to no nukes and unrestricted strait. I'm curious how metal will respond upon the restart. It will go down. Normally, gold and silver are flights for safety in times of war and geopolitical instability. This has been very interesting how silver and gold have been reacting during this Iranian conflict. I think the market sees it as short term, and that's why. So if it restarts up, my guess would be more of the same. We'd see the oil prices go up, probably the DXY go up. We'd see gold and silver most likely go down. Again, not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs. And I'm on the fence. I do think we're going to see a restart here with military action with Iran. I think it's too fragmented. I think they're too stubborn in terms of acquiescing on deals. But I also know the administration wants a deal because they want to get everything under control. The midterms are coming, right? So I'm leaning more towards it restarts than it doesn't. And I'm leaning more towards if that happens, we see a short-term bearish pullback for gold and silver, whatever it means at that time. Whatever it means, I don't know. $1, $2, I don't know. Do we pop up to 80 this weekend and then it happens, we go back to 75? It could look like something like that. Okay. And SGT stacking says 50 or under. I'm back. Yeah, guys, if it ever pulled back to 50 or under, I'm selling one kidney. Variable Stacker says, can we please see your fat... Variable, behave yourself.
How dare you?
Okay, what he's talking about, guys, is I have something I like to say and share with you guys. What I don't like to share with you guys is this, paper fiat currency, because all throughout history, every paper fiat currency ever made, not backed by physical silver, not backed by physical gold, has literally always gone to zero 100% of the time. But the bankers, the politicians, the financial experts, the financial advisors will tell you to lock your blood, sweat, and tears up in this stuff. And guys, as I plop down my big old fat stack of Vietnam dong, I want to remind you it got so bad in Zimbabwe, they went to $1 million notes. Then they went to $1 billion notes, and then they literally went to $1 trillion notes. And to tie it all together, this one coin here, I believe this Bolivar is from 1936, 90% silver. Lei means percentage, 90%. That's worth more than all this paper fiat currency. This held its value and grew its value. This all literally went to zero, and it's gone to zero 100% of the time when not backed by physical gold and physical silver. Now, I've got a question for you all in chat. Who would like this 10-ounce bar? And actually, if I offered you this 10-ounce bar at spot, would you buy it? Let me see what you guys say in chat. Now, some of you know the trick because you're on the live stream last night. Some of you are saying you'd buy it. I hope not. This is 100% fake. Cargo Bob got scammed. Luckily, he got his money back. I think it was on eBay. But he got scammed. This is 100% fake, ladies and gentlemen. You've got to protect yourselves. You got to protect yourself now. Fakes are getting so bad. Can you tell me which one of these Morgan silver dollars is fake? Which of these Mercury dimes is real and fake? Is this slabbed American silver eagle real? Look at this 90% Milwaukee Liberty. Ladies and gentlemen, all of those coins except this one, plated in gold, were fake. Either you can spend $3,500 plus on a Sigma Metalytics Verifier Pro, or you can invest in something that one of the crustacean nation created. It is the Pocket Pinger by Sound Money. Passed. That was the real one. Failed. That Walking Liberty. Failed. Ladies and gentlemen, it's only $38. Link is in the description below. You get the Pocket Pinger, you get the stick, you get access to the free phone application. It's literal science. $38 can protect you from a fake silver coin, a fake gold coin, even fake silver bars, and 90%. And it helps support the channel too, so thank you so much. Click the link below. I believe it's mandatory for all stackers, and it's only $38. Protect your stack now. I feel passionate about that, guys. That's why I try to play that once per stream. First off, it lets me Raptor run and refill my coffee. But so many people get scammed. I see it all the time, and I want none of you to get scammed. And Variable Stacking says, get it from Hero Bullion. It's not going to be fake, and it's insured shipping. That is true. Variable Stacker also says, how many people are watching on X? So, guys, this is my second time ever live streaming on X. And let's see what it says here. 119 people are watching live right now on X. Nice. And I think we got a bunch of people over on Facebook as well. So shout out to everyone on X and Facebook. Please smash the like button. And Boom Hour here says, is toast the greatest thing since sliced bread? Well, is toast the greatest thing since sliced bread? I don't know. Maybe sliced cheese to go on the slice? I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. It seems like a trick question to me. Extreme Pacifist here says, why is the spot gold price over 5,000 in India while in the... Okay, well, let's look at that. That's a great question. So right now, the spot gold price right now in the United States, the COMEX, which is out of Chicago technically, but the trading is really taking place out of New York. That's where the bullion bank vaults are at. The Silver Act that they're trying to pass would get the bullion vaults. Right now, they have to be within 125 miles of downtown of New York. Okay, so I'm on a tangent. I get on tangent. Sorry. Okay, so back here we're at 4,495. If we go to the gold in India, which I happen to have here, and we trade this, changes to U.S. dollars, and we change this to troy ounce because it's got to be troy ounce. Bang. Right now, gold there is 5,129.87. Why is that? Well, there's two reasons why gold is going up there. Look at this. Look at that massive bar. There's two reasons why gold is significantly higher than us there. First off, on April 1st, they stopped benchmarking getting the spot prices for gold and silver from the LBMA, which is the London Bullion Metals Association. So that's number one. Number two is literally their prime minister just came out and said, don't buy gold for a year. They increased the duty on imports from 6% to 15%. So there's a full-on war going on right now in India to prop up their currency. So you could expect, not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs, you could expect to continue to see gold and silver prices go up in India as more and more of the population clamors to get a piece of gold and silver to protect their buying power. Because you leave your money in Indian rupees and it's inflating away, it's going to be a mess. But if you want to learn more about it, go to my website, internationalstacker.com. It's free, not a single ad on it. Here's the first one. You got to read a two-part article. So this is part one. India hikes gold and silver duty to 15%. That's part one. And part two, India's silver crackdown, licenses now required. So if you read those two parts, you'll understand the whole India situation, and it may help you to be a safer and more informed stacker. Okay. Oh, and then you asked also about Shanghai. Shanghai has traditionally been like 50 cents higher for silver, and I forget how much for gold traditionally. But right now, in the last 6 months, it's really been leading the way and pulling us. So we've been sitting at a $10 to $12 premium lately between Shanghai and the West. And that's simply because, same thing. Supply and demand. A lot of people in China are stacking like crazy. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a BGC forming here on silver. We're back to 75.64. It looks like the baby gator worked.
It's science.
So the East has an insatiable appetite right now for gold and silver, so that's another reason we're seeing it higher there. Dave in chat says you might consider adding melt values and gold and silver to your website if possible. Melt values. Well, melt values depends on I could do the definition, but melt value depends on the refiner. That's what they're willing to pay. So it's going to be different with every refiner. Future Motive says, get your dong off the silver. It's dirty. How dare you?
How dare you?
Okay, sorry about that, Future Motive. I think I'm almost caught up to the questions here. 1 second. Oh man, I'm behind. I am behind. I love B-Dub's comment. Where can I go for intelligent and mature precious metals analysis on YouTube? Hey, if you don't like the show, B-Dub, Smart Silver Stacker is going to be streaming this afternoon, and there are no memes. There's definitely no soup. So you might enjoy that one. Hyperfixations here saying IS is absolutely doing a clandestine Raptor run. I might have. Future Motive here says no. How dare? Okay, I got that. Bought the dip yesterday from Hero Bullion says Will is Henderson. Congratulations, Will. Great job buying that dip. And Barbara here with the super chat heart. Thank you so much for that, Barbara. And then we got Marty in chat saying, couple of streams ago, I told you about some fake NGC holders and coins. Good news, got to send them back to the seller. Oh, good job, Marty. Good job. I'm glad you caught that. I signed up for X yesterday, and I cannot find your live broadcast. So, John, what you do is you just go to International Stacker. So you just type in here, enter INTL Stacker, because International wouldn't fit. And you click here. And when you go here, you just click on this. See the live? You just click there. Or you could click there. That's how you do it. Okay, Master Blaster Stacker says, just got back from Kroger's. 1/2 quart of raspberries, $4.99. Box of cereal, $7.49. Oof. Hamburger, $8.99 a pound. Yikes. Yeah. Dropping the mic here says, when buying from eBay, expect a 1 to 10% buyer's premium over gray sheet. Under spot on 999 would be rare. 7 to 15% fees. 90% can be found under. Just passing on a personal tip. So what dropping the mic is saying there, if you're buying on eBay, ladies and gentlemen, if it sounds too good to be true, it 1000% is. West Texas Stacker says, picked up a 20-ounce Scottsdale yesterday. Oh, I love those. Was it one of these? I love these 20-ounce Scottsdales. Guys, I think the cheapest I ever got one of these for was like $320 or something. I forget. How much was it? It was cheap. It was like $13 an ounce. It was amazing. So congratulations for picking up that 20 ounce. I hope you got a great deal on that. West Texas. And Victor in chat says, excuse my ignorance, but how does higher bond rates equal more catastrophe for the economy? Okay, let me break that down for you here. I actually have a little bullet point list I can use here. So let me just break this down for 30 seconds. Give me 30 seconds here. I think it's important for everyone to know. So how the bond market actually works, a bond is simply an IOU. Okay, you give us this money and we owe you this in the future. So they pay periodic interest, which is why people buy them. It's called the yield. And then when it's mature, when it's done, you get your principal back. So if you buy 1,000 ounce, if you buy $1,000 bond that pays 5% interest, you'll get $50 per year returned on that bond for as long as the bond you have it, 5-year, 10-year, whatever. So you invest $1,000, you get paid $50 a year into the bond, and then at the end of the maturity, you get the bond back, the original $1,000 plus whatever interest you've gained on that. Okay, so that's how a bond works. Now, bond prices and bond yields move in opposite directions. When bond prices fall, they get cheaper to buy. The yields rise, so investors demand higher returns. When bond prices rise, the yields fall, so it's opposite. So remember, no. Hold on, I'm trying to get to the part you guys need. Okay, so the bond market influences these things. So if bond yields go higher, mortgage rates go higher, credit card interest goes higher. Government deficits. Remember, guys, the national debt, U.S. national debt. We are now at 39,266,000,000,000, 134 million. And what do we do? We have to, I mean the United States government. And I'm not the United States government. I mean as the country. But we, United States country. I'm the banker. We, the United States, have to pay down this debt. So we have bonds that roll. So we'll have, like, in any given year, billions, if not trillions of dollars in bonds that we have to refinance and issue new bonds on to roll. It's called rolling over the debt. Okay. And if interest rates are higher, that means we're paying more money on just the interest of our debt. And it's actually absolutely exploding. Higher bond yields can hurt currencies, stock valuations, and then precious metals it affects too. But usually bond yields going up can cause inflation and other aspects, which are longer term bullish for gold and silver. So rising real rates are usually bearish for gold and by extension silver, but falling or negative yields are usually bullish for gold and silver. And I put together this little historical chart here, but you can see here all throughout the years in 1970, rising nominal rates, explosive for gold and silver. That was nominal. That means the real yield was going down. Look at here. Extremely high real yields going up, bearish. Look at this. Going up again, kind of bearish, but kind of just sideways action, crab crawl. They fell here, strong for gold and silver. Neutral here, strong for gold and silver. Rising here, bullish or bearish for gold and silver. Kind of neutral falling, bullish for gold and silver. So go read this article if you want to understand more. But I hope that helped you guys and didn't confuse you. I hope that helped. It's even with the explanation, it's a confusing topic. That's why I put that article together. So I hope that helps. Hyperfixation says, I've only bought on eBay once and I had it verified when it arrived. All legit, fortunately. Made sure the store had returns and protections. Had to have the coach Snoop. There you go. Guys, if you're ever buying from Whatnot or eBay, now there's plenty of legit sellers on there. There's plenty of great sellers on there. But there's also a lot of scammers. So if I was ever to buy on Whatnot or eBay, I would be using a credit card that I could charge back with, right? So I have an American Express I use for business and stuff. I would be making the purchase on that, knowing that I could charge it back up to 6 months later, okay? So make sure you have that extra protection in case you get scammed. SGT says, I think International Stacker just showed his cards. Are you a Fed? Ladies and gentlemen. No. Dude, what if I was a CIA operative? And my mission is to restore gold and silver to the rest of the world. That'd be amazing. Okay, here we go. We are on a green candle, ladies and gentlemen, out of the danger zone here. We're pushing higher on a BGC. The baby gator is working.
It's science.
$75.66 out of the danger zone here. So we're going to keep watching this. And guys, the next shoe to drop, some call it the big La Bamba, is going to be the Shanghai Futures Exchange Open, and that's going to be happening in just 24 minutes and 45 seconds here. So we're going to keep watching this chart here. I'm going to keep answering your questions live, and then we're going to see the Shanghai Futures Exchange Market Open, which could be absolutely explosive. Oh, wait, hold on. Joe Ena says, I've bought and sold over 100K in gold and silver in the last 17 years. No issue. Congratulations, Joe. Yeah, there's plenty of safe stores and people out there. If you find them, cool. But there's also a lot of scammers. So you got to be careful. You got to have a way to verify, a way to check. But just like Joanna showed, you could be successful. And guys, I've bought and sold off eBay and Facebook and all kinds of places, but I've always checked and been okay. Chris Simic says, Dave at Coin Huskers has lots of sales on what's not. He's 100% reputable, guaranteed. Thank you for that, Chris. West Texas is saying, seems like a lot of Whatnot packages are being stolen in transit from the post office. Guys, remember when Jake was on, the CEO of Hero Bullion, on Sunday evening, he said a lot of dealers are talking about stolen packages in the mail. Wow. Chris Simic says he's the only person I would trust on Whatnot. Yeah. Trump is going to tweet attack on Iran. Metals are going to drop, says Metal Sons. Drop of the mic says, I'm a small fish on eBay with only 1,800 orders over the past 6 months. If you doubt a seller, ask for their A&A credentials. There you go. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying on X, formerly known as Twitter here. Look at this. I'm out of soup. Next exit.
I'm out of soup, sir. May I have some more?
Any crustaceans that need soup, put I need soup in chat right now. Put I need soup. And Dave Johnson says, always buy the dip. There you go, Dave. And Rice is watching International Stacker Live right now. Thank you. Gary Croft dropped this. I'll have to watch this later. Future Motive says, my intestinal fortitude is so strong, I developed constipation. That's funny, Future Motive. And Shotgun Susie says, watch here, Krabs. Thank you, Shotgun. Variable tweeting it out says, Charlie, don't stack. Susie putting it out. Thank you, Blue Shadow, putting out the stream. Maine dropping the crabs. Thank you. Blue Shadow putting it out. Thank you. Lewis putting it out. Thank you. And Lulu said I'm delusional. Okay. Oh no, she's saying the $10,000 call is delusional. Do you guys think 10,000 for gold is delusional? I don't think it's delusional at all. I actually think it's more conservative for where it's going to go. Do you guys think that gold 10,000 gold is delusional? I definitely don't. Sugar Zam said it would be great to have for you to have Mr. Maloney on. I need to have Mr. Maloney on. Mike Maloney here. I need to have him on. He's a great guy. Oh my gosh, look at this. Commander IS, I am proud to inform you that the 160th Battle Crab SOAR is fully operational, ready for deployment if needed. 160 Battle Crab Special Operations Aviation Regiment Airborne, also known as the Night Stalkers, is the Crustacean Nation's premier aviation unit, providing highly specialized aviation capabilities and support in the most challenging environments around the globe for elite special operation forces engaged in no-fill missions. Our motto, strength in claws and wings. Look at this. Who wants to join the 160th Battle Crab SOAR? Wow. Wow. Very cool, Michael D. If you get some of those patches made, make sure you send one my way. Sicilian Stacker here says, these Florida Goldbacks just arrived from Hero Bullion. Nice surprise to have received alphas. Nice. Your new channel sponsor is Mega. Look at this. He got some alphas. Very cool. Guys, Hero Bullion's always surprising people. Someone, who was that? Lawyer Michael bought two, 1 ounce gold coins? Just bullion, American Gold Eagles. They ended up getting an MS69 and MS70 in holders. Crazy. Okay, we're caught there. Okay, let's go back to here. Let's see what you guys are saying in chat. When is Operation Sandman going live? Says Extreme Passive Mephisto. I don't remember what Operation Sandman is. Jason here says, just bought a half pound of silver from Hero. Nice. Fast shipping. We'll buy again. Awesome. Congratulations. Shotgun Susie says gold's going to 20K. Chris Simic is going to work. He said the war room, but he means work. See you, Chris Simic. Guys, please smash the like button. We're so close to 400. The next 71 people to smash like are going to get good luck for 45 years.
It's science.
Okay. Yeah, Manaka64. I need to have him on. I do need to have him on. I do. I agree. Maloney put out a video this week. It's he's looking healthier and happy. Nice. For those who don't know, Mike Maloney is an absolute legend. If you've never watched The Hidden Secrets of Money, you've got to. It's going to make you feel so steadfast in your conviction for gold and silver. And if you have a family member that's resistant, I've had a few family member and friends that were resistant. As soon as they got to episode 3, they were sold. So all you got to do is go to YouTube. And if you've never watched this, you've been stacking, watch it, please. Do it for me. Hidden Secrets of Money. If not for me, for your lineage. And you see right here, Hidden Secrets of Money, all episodes. There's like 11 episodes. Guys, you're sleeping if you haven't seen that. Do you think goldbacks are worth the premium? Yeah, I like them, Martin. Here's why. A lot of people hate them because they treat it like stacking. Gold, and I was one of the first to interview Jeremy, the Goldback CEO, like 7 years ago. They were not created for stacking. They were created for activism, getting people to use gold, getting people to transact, and the gateway drug, so to speak, to metals first. Secondly, for people that can't afford a gram or a 10th ounce or a half ounce or whatever, it gets exposure for people to gold for very much cheaper prices. I mean, they've got everything down now to a 1/4 gold back. Come on, focus. Okay, so it makes gold cheap for people to own. Now, here's why I don't mind the premium. First off, there's thousands of businesses across the United States that accept it. You just go to goldback.com and you can see it. So you could go spend them and get the exact full payment. Secondly, I've never had a problem selling or flipping goldbacks and getting 100% of what they're going for. And if you go to goldback.com, I'm not sponsored by them. I like it. One goldback right now is worth $9. Okay, so I do like them, but not for stacking, right? So if my whole gold stack, my goldbacks are like maybe 1 or 2%. Okay, so I do bullion for my main stack, but I do love goldbacks. I have flipped them and made money in the past, and I plan to keep buying and flipping and making money or paper fiat currency to buy more gold and silver in the future. So I hope that helps there. And the gold is recoverable. Yeah, alpha is a first issue. Yes. Dropping the mic says, thank you, Hero Bullion, for the poured Barat spot. What a great deal on a fractional. And a great deal on a fractional gold order. Please keep it up. Nice. Drop the mic. If you have an X account, tweet it at me, and I'll tag Hero Bullion in there so they could see it. Joe Enos says, Operation Sandman, 160 countries committed to dump the dollar at the same time. Oh, yeah. I think I heard something about that. I don't know. Christian Love here says, just got my email from Shards. No export of the Era coin. Which LCS in England did you buy yours from IS? Email me. I didn't. I had someone in England to get it for me. You have to have someone on the ground in England to get it. That's how you got to do it. That's how I did it. Okay, next question here. I have, this one's from Studio Powerful. I love handling my silver stack. Am I devaluating my stack by handling them and somewhat scratching them up? Here's what I'll tell you. If it's stuff like this stuff, poured silver, poured gold, bars like this, no. You're not harming it by touching it with your hand. Now, if it's shiny stuff, yes. You are harming it by touching it with your hand. If you want to touch it with your hand, you need white cotton gloves to touch it. And remember, the whole plan with the silver is to eventually sell it. And you're going to want to get top dollar. So it means the most pristine condition possible. So that's why I like poured silver and this type of stuff is you could touch it. Every piece is different. You don't have to worry about it. But yeah, if you have bullion, you want to keep it shiny. And you need white cotton gloves. You can get them from online bullion dealers for like cheap. A couple bucks. But if you've already handled some, don't panic. It's okay. At the end of the day, if you walk into a coin shop, they're going to pay you what they're going to pay you anyway. Or if you sell it online. But is it good to keep it in pristine condition? Yes. Is it the end of the world if you've handled a bunch of it and it's kind of scarred up? It's not the end of the world. Just keep the rest pristine as you keep stacking. Remember, this is a mid to long-term game, not a short-term game. Not financial advice, by the way. Just some dude on the internet with crabs. Okay. Thanks for the answer, says Marty. You're welcome. Okay, I'm caught up there. Let's see if there's any questions here on X. Okay, we're caught up there. Cool, we're caught up, guys. Now, the next shoe to drop here, some call it the Big La Bamba, is just going to be here in about 15 minutes and 45 seconds. Shanghai Futures Exchange is going to open. We close at 84.15. We're currently at 75.59. So we are going to be seeing what I believe to be a little bit of a gap up. Somewhere around here, as of right now. This could change in the next 15 minutes, so we're going to keep watching it. So can we order the Error Brits if you have a friend in the UK? Yeah. If you have a friend in the UK, you just have them ship it to your friend in the UK, and that friend would have to ship it to you. So you just use their address like it's your address is what you do. Okay. I did want to shout out Colleen. No, not Colleen. Was it Colleen? Hold up. Hold up. I got to get this right. I think it was Colleen. Hold up. Hold up. Yeah, Colleen. I want to shout out Colleen. Sent me a cool shirt in the mail. Check this bad boy out. Is that a battle crab or what? It's like a retro crab with a firearm. Thank you for that. Thank you for that retro crab. I'll be wearing that maybe at a coin show. Rick Harrison says, I like to rub it on my arthritis. Don't really do anything, but I'm weird anyway. Well, there you go, Rick. Humastacker says, Hero Bullion has proven to be the fastest delivery I've ever experienced recently. I tested 5 different retailers, local Silver Mint. Dave was second. Good work. Yeah, they're quick, guys. Do you remember when Silver was shooting the moon and everyone was going crazy and it was taking weeks and months to deliver? They were still, I think the longest they got was like 5 or 6 days. Don't quote me on that, but it was something like that. Because I was keeping track back then. I was also doing tweets on silver prices, and Hero Bullion was consistently one of the lowest for American Silver Eagles. Do you remember when American Silver Eagles were like how high did they get? 130? It's crazy. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We are just 13 minutes away from the Shanghai Futures Exchange opening. So smash that like button if you're excited. We're only 20 away from 400. The next 20 people to smash it are going to get good luck for 5 hours and 42 minutes.
It's science.
Now, if you've not yet subscribed, I am soon giving away now over 80 ounces of silver. And I'm talking premium silver. I'm giving away a bunch of gold, some gold, and a bunch of copper. Look at that puppy right there. About 50 ounces of copper going to be given away. Now, this side quest here, this is a 10th ounce Gold Eagle donated by Chris Simic. Look at that, MS69. We got 3 ounces of silver in here. We got a sticker in here and 3 No Soup for John t-shirts. If you get John Soup, you're going to win that side quest. That's pretty cool. Now, I want your guys' vote. Which one do you guys prefer? Do you guys prefer, put number 1 in chat, but wait till I show both. So the design is the same on the front. No Soup for John, and there's a little crab on the sleeve, okay? Do you prefer design number 1, that No Soup for John, or do you prefer a design number 2? So this is the same on the front, but the back's different. And I'm not planning to offer this on white. This is going to be different colors. Which one do you prefer? The Lone Ranger says, I have sciatica. Should I rub my silver on my butt? I don't know. I mean, give it a shot. If it works, it works. Can anyone report, does silver help with sciatica problems? 1,000 people on the stream. Thank you so much. We just broke 400 likes. Keep smashing it. So it's a pretty good mix of people between 1 and 2. So design 2 will be up there today. This will be up there today. And the shop, I've been building it out, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a one crab show, but I've been building it out. So I'm adding more and more stuff on here for you guys. Look at this, the War Room coasters, or not coasters. I should see if they have coasters. The War Room koozies, that is it. I'm also going to add aprons, No Soup for John aprons. I think those will be popular. Okay, see the gold to silver ratio is currently sitting at 59.55 ounces of silver for every ounce of gold. So we're now back under that 60 mark. Let's go ahead and mark 60 here. Okay. The drop of the mic says, like it, baby. It's free. Can you video that when you do it? Says Rick Harrison. Rick Harrison. Rick Harrison.
How dare you?
Drop the mic says, agreed. Hero Bullion shipped within a day. Then USPS happened. Laugh out loud. It took SD and Monument 6 weeks during the extra volume. Wow. Guys, I've had sciatica pain before. It's like not a long-term thing, but I've had it before. In my younger years, I used to have to carry a lot of weight. sometimes up to 100 pounds with a job I was doing. And yeah, I'm trying not to give too much away because I don't want to dox myself, but it was firefighting I did. I'd have to carry up to 100 pounds for miles and miles and miles and miles. And I'm okay, but sometimes my back is sore. So I get it cracked. I go to the chiropractor once a month to keep everything in alignment, literally. Huma Stacker here saying, I'm definitely going to design number 2 and the new T-Bug. Keep on crabbing, young man. Well, thank you, Huma Stacker. That's awesome. Wow. Shotgun Susie says it's permanent because one of my legs is 3 centimeters shorter than the other. Whoa. We need to cash you a silver shoe, Susie. That makes up for those 3 centimeters. Christian says, my heavy rucksack also. Try squats. Make you famous. Oh, from an accident. Sorry to hear that, Shotgun Susie. I thought you were born with that. Sorry to hear that. Maybe you just need to get that leg cracked, Susie. Because chiropractors, they check how long your legs are and they can adjust that. So if it wasn't a fracture or something, that's something that might be correctable. I'm not a doctor nor a chiropractor, but who knows? Pull that leg out, make it grow. West Texas Stacker here says, bro, did you do wildland stuff too? Yeah, I did, West Texas. I did. Pretty extreme stuff. Extreme. Okay, let's go here. What do you know about the wooey, Rick Harrison? What do you know about the wooey? Okay. Breaking, oil prices down 3% on potential scientific discovery breakthrough that will allow central banks to print crude oil out of thin air. That's funny. That's a joke. That's a joke. Look at this. In 1973, stocks took a long time to grasp the implications of oil embargo per Bloomberg. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, we are just about 7 minutes away from Shanghai opening. Don't go anywhere. Studio Powerful in chat says, when the oil price drops after the strait is reopened, however long that may be, are we looking at a price explosion or explosion? Not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs. It will explode. It will move up. It could be an explosion, could be a slow move up, but we'll move up. Can crabs catch the zombie virus? What would a zombie crab look like? Movie, Attack of the Zombie Crabs. I guess anything's possible, Meister Stacker. But that's why you got to keep silver around you, because it's antibacterial. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got a BRC forming here. Dear Lord.
I am never going to financially recover from this.
So we're going to continue to watch this and see how it unfolds here. $75.46 on silver. Now, with all the fun this morning, we are up since last night. Remember, the trading session started last night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're up 2.42%. That's $1.78 on silver. On gold, we're up 0.4%. So nearly 0.5%. That's $18.13. Wow. So we're actually looking pretty good today. If we just finished in this area, it would be a phenomenal day. 2%. Whew. Keep smashing that like button, guys. We're only 26 away from 450. I know we can certainly do that. I know it. I feel it in my bones. We do need a baby gator. Okay, I'm going to try to do the baby gator noise. Here we go. How do you do the baby gator noise? I don't know. Whoa, whoa, what was that? It was a giant lizard just jumped. That thing was massive. I thought I actually summoned an alligator for a second there. 90% of the time, every time, some scientists say the baby gator can turn a red candle green or a green candle to a BGC. We'll see if it actually happens here. Now, I did want to shout out all the people who donated today. All the people who did super chats, gifted memberships, became members. This is my full-time job, so thank you so much. So I wanted to shout out Elder Joshua Hetrick for rejoining his membership, Chris Simic for gifting memberships, Jeff Stout, Okie Stacker, Barbara for that super chat. Thank you also, Bob, for sending those jewels. I think a few other people sent jewels. Thank you so much for sending that. I wanted to thank all the Diamond Claw level members on this channel. And all the channel members, actually. It's viewers like you that help me do what I do. So thank you so much. I appreciate the support. And the question to everyone in chat right now, who has diamond claws? Who's got them?
Diamond claws.
Now, I did want to mention, you can support the channel without spending a dime. You could simply smash that like button, share the stream. It all helps so much. You can hype a new video. It all helps so much. So thank you for your support. And ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Buckle up. We are 4 minutes away from Shanghai Futures Exchange opening. So in about 2 minutes, we're going to do a prediction of where we're going to move. We were going to gap up, but now we got some downward pressure. And dare I say that looks like, guys, what formation does this look like? Look at that. What does that look like? So we're just a couple minutes here away from Shanghai opening up. It could be explosive. It could be explosive. We're going to see what happens here. Okay. We're about to be 3 minutes away. So we're at 75.46. I mean, it would still be a gap up, but we've got major downward pressure. It's probably not going to be. It's probably going to be a crab walk. It might be a crab walk. Like, part of my brain is telling me we might still have a little bit of a gap up, but the other part of me is saying it's going to be a crab walk. I'm going to go with the crab walk. I'm going to be conservative on this one. Rick Harrison says, I believe in buying a fixed amount of silver every month, no matter what the spot price is. And Rick Harrison, I agree with you. That's called dollar cost averaging. I will probably, do you guys want an article today on dollar cost averaging? Let me know. I will do it. And actually, instead of an article, I might put it in the members resource section. And again, this website, internationalstacker.com, is free. I think I might put dollar cost average in here for people. Maybe I'll put it in the beginner. Did I put dollar cost average in the beginner's guide? I think I'm going to add dollar cost average to the beginner's guide, and maybe I'll do an article on it. Maybe I'll do that. Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, 2-minute warning. And Rick Harrison says, that way, when my family asks why we are eating cardboard for dinner, I can show them the shiny coin and say, look, kids, we are beating the Federal Reserve. I love that, Rick. That's funny. Ladies and gentlemen, we are just 1 minute and 30 seconds away from Shanghai opening. What's your prediction? Are you team green or team red? Are we gapping up? Team green is gapping up to here. Gap up to there's team green. Team red is gapping down. Or do you think we're going to crab walk? Team yellow. That's new. We've never done a team yellow. What are you guys predicting? Are we gapping up? Are we gapping down? If we gap down, it's going to be small. Or are we crab walking? Let's see currently. 75.44. I'm going with yellow. I'm going with crab walk. I want to be team green, but I was wrong yesterday, and I can't afford having my face be red 2 mornings in a row. I was right last night, but this morning, or yesterday morning, my face was red. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to upgrade this. Since we've got downward pressure, I'm going to upgrade this alert to a danger zone alert here. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to be 30 seconds away here. What do you think is going to happen in Shanghai? Which one are you? Green, yellow, or red? Who helped you with the website? Wait, who helped you get the website started, and how much did this? It was expensive, SGT. I tried it on my own. It was a disaster, so I got a professional company. The website with all of the integrations, like how it's like says when I'm live and all this stuff, the charts, it cost. Do you guys want me to tell you how much the website cost? It was expensive. It wasn't pretty. If you want me to spill the beans, put spill the beans in chat. And ladies and gentlemen, we had a baby gap. So Team Green actually took it. We had a baby gap up, and now it's red. But we did have a baby gap, so Team Green officially takes it. Do you guys want me to tell you? I'll spill the beans if you want. It was expensive. Let's see what you guys think. It cost me $7,000 for the website. $7,000. That included the whole build, all the custom APIs. Like, this was complicated. Like, this was incredibly complicated down here. This part was incredibly complicated. So for the build, it cost $7,000, but that also gets me 2 months of SEO, which is search engine optimization as well. It wasn't cheap, so I hope you guys use it and you like it, but I feel like it was necessary because it's my central repository for questions, for resources for you guys, for tools. It was too fragmented before. I'd be like, go here for this, go there for that, the link's over here. So I felt like this was needed. And also, too, I was always getting asked very similar questions, so that's why I made the resource section and all this stuff for you guys. It's free, not a single ad. Wasn't cheap, but I thought it was necessary, and I thought it was going to be very useful to you guys. Is it useful to you guys? Has it been useful? If it's been useful, put win in chat. If it has not, put fail in chat. Let me know. I started a YouTube channel yesterday, and I have no idea what I'm doing, says John. It's okay, John. That's how I started. If you guys go to my channel, go to my oldest video. This is how I started. You can literally see my channel from the very first video. Everything I learned. Brand new silver stacker to what I know today. So the best way to do that is just to learn. Now, No Soup John. And anybody that has a YouTube channel, that's thinking about starting one or has one, if you go to my website, if you go to the shop, down here under, this is all the software. There's a few more I gotta add, but this is all the software I use to run my YouTube channel. This is all of my actual physical hardware I use to run my YouTube channel. So if you're interested in what I use, this is what I use. And of course, if you click the link and buy through that link, it helps support the channel. So thank you. But that's the stuff I use for my YouTube. And also my coin and silver collecting and stuff are there as well. John, No Soup John, can you go live yet? Actually, let's just pull up his channel. Guys, it's No Soup John. We owe him. Hold up. Let's make it rain on No Soup John right now, guys. Go to channel. I'm just sad I wasn't your first subscriber. Look at this. John, No Soup for John. Wow. So I'm going to drop this in chat. Let's go sub up. Sub up. Let's go sub up No Soup John, guys. He deserves it. And actually, let's keep that there. I'm going to do periodic checks to see how we've done. Okay. Thank you is worth the money, honey. Well, thank you, Shotgun Susie. Apps are next. Maybe we'll do an app. I don't know. But for now, let's just let the website marinate. Thanks for everything you do for SIS. Well, thank you, guys. I want to be able to do what I do without all of you. Like, legitimately. You showing up every day and listening to a grown man on the internet trying to give you crabs?
I'm here in Key West, Florida, and some dude on the internet gave me crabs.
Some guy on the internet just gave me crab.
Couldn't do it without you guys, so thank you so much for showing up faithfully and watching my content. Buy an ounce, cry an ounce. Everyone needs a central suppository. What are you talking about, Christian? What's a website, says Meister. That's funny. John, can you go? John, can you go? I found it by clicking on your name, John. That's my secret. John, can you go live yet or no? You probably can't go live yet. I think you have to have a certain amount of subscribers before you could go. I think you need 50 subscribers before you could go live. Let's see if we got him there. Guys, just 8 more subscribers. I think 50 subscribers gets John so he can do live streams. And he does. He sent me a video, guys. This is actually John. I'm not joking. This is not a meme. John actually sent me this video. One of you sent him a funny package during one of my live streams.
As they're telling me it's over, I'm still stacking. As they're telling me to do something else, I'm still stacking. As the big bankers tap the COMEX, I'm still stacking.
What the hell?
That was John. Someone literally sent him soup. That's so funny. Brian here is saying, I was driving most of the night. Did I miss the good stuff? No coffee yet. Only one leg in my chaps. Wow! You missed a lot of stuff, Brian, but it's okay. You can definitely catch up. I probably don't even know how to go live. I'll look for a live button. There you go. Thank you. My name is Flower for subscribing. Guys, we are just 60 subscribers away from the next big show, which would be at 69,200. So please subscribe. I've got a massive giveaway. You got to be subscribed for that anyway. I've got silver in the mail from Hero Bullion coming to add to the Megaga. It could be 5 ounces. It could be 10 ounces. I don't know. It's up to you guys to decide. So that's coming in the mail. So that means once that comes in the mail, I think it's going to be early next week it arrives. That means we're going to be over 90 ounces of silver. And Roadkill just gifted a membership trying to get John Soup, and it went to Heaven's Fire. Congratulations. Say thank you to Roadkill. Check out your new custom channel member emoji. Congratulations to all the new channel members. You're welcome into the channel member only live streams here on YouTube I do called The War Room. What happens in the War Room stays in the War Room. Clothing is not optional. I do them mostly Monday mornings and Friday evenings. And I hate to say it.
Please, sir, I want some more.
No soup for John.
Taste the soup.
We tried. No soup for John.
Good soup.
No soup for John.
No soup for you.
No soup for John. It's all
And Aaron in chat says, can you have no soup for John as our guest? All he does is eat soup. Let's see if we got him to 50. 50 is the big deal. That unlocks, I think 50 is the first thing. He's 2 away from 50. I think 50 subs unlocks a bunch of tools. And ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing a massive attack right now on silver. We have had a swing from 75.83 to 75.04. So that's about a 78-cent swing. In the past, this would have been catastrophe, guys. We're seeing $2, $3, $4, $5 swings one way or another on silver right now. In the past, people would have been freaking out. People right now are freaking out still.
I am never going to financially recover from this.
But remember, ladies and gentlemen, when in doubt, zoom out. Not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs, but don't panic. Don't be downhearted and don't be dissuaded. Remember, the road's going to be long, dark, and full of terrors. It's going to be scary. People are going to tell you it's over, and mainstream is going to tell you it's through. But here's the current weekly chart. Okay, let's go to the monthly chart. Look at that monthly chart. We're coiling there. Let's go here to the annual chart. Look at that. 45-year cup and handles don't get figured out in a couple months, ladies and gentlemen. That's a cup and handle. Look at that. Bloop, bloop. When in doubt, zoom out. Don't panic. 1 year ago today, what was the silver spot price? Let's see it. What is today? May 20th. What was the silver spot price May 20, 2025? $32.35. Let's check in 2024. $32.52. Let's talk about 2023. $23.86. Let's look in let's just look in 2019. $14. Let's look when I started stacking. What year was that? 2015? 17? No, I paid 13. I know I paid 13, so maybe it's 2014 I started. Somewhere around there. I started around 2014, 15, 16, and I was paying $13 and $14 an ounce there for a while. I remember that vividly, and it's on my spreadsheet. Do you guys want the same spreadsheet I use for free to track my gold and silver? Go to my website. It's free, internationalstacker.com. That's not it. That's it. Click on resources. And right here, the tracker. It's free. I made it free for all of you. Thank you to Dr. Sophia for helping me to give it a facelift. It brings in the gold and silver bid and ask and spot price. But down here at the end, down here at the end, it gives you all your stats, everything you need. It tells you your total spot price paid, your fiat destroyed, total premium paid, percent paid. It tells you literally how much your stack, gold and silver, both weigh in pounds. It literally tells you the total equity gained in your stack. It has all kinds of information. So just go to internationalstacker.com and enjoy that free tool. Tracking it is important. Here's why. 1, you need to know what your dollar cost average is so you can make good, wise, prudent decisions as you build your stack. 2, you could see how much things were so you can find items to flip and get more physical gold and silver. 3, if you ever have a disaster and you have precious metals insurance or homeowner insurance or whatever, or you need to give information to the police, you'll have a detailed list right there. 4, eventually when you croak, if you still have your gold and silver, your heirs are going to need to know what it is, what you paid, what the heck is going on, and that makes it easy. So I heavily recommend that. Nice. John's at 55 subs now. There you go, John. We got you over 50. That unlocks some tools for you. So, John, I can't wait to see some content from you. Drop the mic says, started an 80K mini GA, a few hundred in low premium silver in bag. Thoughts? Nope. The next GA is going to be the mega GA at 100K. We're going to get there quick, guys. You'll see. The gap was filled, says Clickstart. So Clickstart says it's filled, so let's hit it.
We filled that gap, turn the candle green. Close that gap, stack silver with me. We filled that gap, turn the candle green. Close that gap, stack silver with me.
And ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. The next shoe to drop is just, what? 18 minutes away. 18 minutes away for the stock market open. Okie Stacker says, back in the day, I took my kids down to the Tiger King Zoo. It was a crazy place. He had huge ligers that were 12 feet tall on their back legs. Wow. Mr. Ons here says, have you ever calculated how much crypto you have bought if you had met the guy in Saudi Arabia and told you? No, I would have had the same amount though, because I wasn't buying crypto. I was mining it. So I was mining it. I think I sold my last Bitcoin around like 14 or 15,000. So I would have probably just kept mining it. I might have started buying it. I don't know. Rick, guys, I started in crypto for those of you who don't know. That's my origin story. I started in crypto. I was mining Bitcoin in like 2013, 2014 time frame era. And then I found out about gold and silver. I went down the rabbit hole. The rest is history. And I never looked back. Rick Harrison says, I have 3 pages of instructions stored in my stack. Rick Harrison, does instruction number 1 on your 3 pages say, number 1, send all of this to International Stacker for the Mega GA? Just kidding. I'm joking. Jonathan says, but I don't see the difference. You will, John. Just give it time. As you get more into your YouTube and look through the settings, things will be available to you that weren't. Oh, and you have to wait 24 hours, says West Texas. That is true. I do remember that. What happened to my mining rigs? Well, they were in Saudi Arabia, so when I left, I sold them to other people because they're just heavy. If you go to my channel, one of my earliest videos, I showed my Bitcoin mine in Saudi Arabia. Here it is. A journey into my Bitcoin mine when a stacker mines digital gold. So this was 9 years ago I posted this. My Bitcoin mine in Saudi Arabia. There it was. So I find it funny how there'll be a lot of animus between like cryptocurrency folks and cryptocurrency and gold and silver folks. Like at the end of the day, we don't have to have that, because at the end of the day, both groups see the same thing. They want to put their blood, sweat, and tears, their air quote money, into something else because they don't trust where the U.S. dollar is headed. They don't trust the spending into oblivion, right? So the thesis for many gold and silver stackers and cryptocurrency bugs is the same. We want to get out of the system, right? So we don't have to be enemies. We could be friends. We could complement each other. We could work together. There's many gold and silver stackers that have crypto and vice versa. So it doesn't have to be all this or all that. But me, myself, I put my trust in this stuff. The stuff, and one of the things that people say about gold and silver is actually one of its strengths. They'll say it's an antique. It's a thing of the past. It certainly is a thing of the past. It's the only metal that has thousands of years of history behind it. These are Roman silver denarius. This is a gold coin from the Abizad Kingdom. So to this day, I don't really have much crypto left. I have a few random coins here and there. Nothing crazy. But I focused on what I believe is going to be integral, the key, the cornerstone moving forward, physical gold and silver. And the internet can go off. Electricity could go off. But even if that happens, this physical gold and silver in my hand is still physical gold and silver. The counterparty risk is the big thing for me. This can't go, it can go to zero. but it will still be 100 ounces of silver in my hand, right? If the paper markets go to zero, if the paper markets shut off, this is still 100 ounces of silver in my hand. Unlike a stock, it can't be margin called, it can't be liquidated, it can't be hacked. It can be stolen for sure, but zero counterparty risk when you hold this in your hand. So I see stocks as having counterparty risk as well as crypto, but I do invest in mining stocks. Many of you ask what I invest in. If you go to my website, click resources. Down here, it's free, internationalstacker.com, not a single ad. This is every company I invest in. There's a gold, silver, uranium, and copper there. And these are all the COMEX reports, all the reports you could ever need for your reference. Okay, let's look at the comments now. Rick Harrison says, also wrote my own tribute for my kids to read. That's awesome. Aaron says, what happened to... I answered that. Christian here says, glad to hear John has received soup. Too funny. Hope John stays away from Central. No, John did not receive soup. John's not gotten soup yet. Somebody sent him a physical can of soup in the mail, though. And it was crab. Richmond says, all my local coin shops are closed. They shut business because the price has gone through the floor. They don't want to sell, says Rich. Wow. Northampton says, we need to raid John tomorrow so he can go. Yeah, when John's live, we will do a raid on him for sure. We will set that up. Fingers here says, sounds like John is getting ready to launch. Getting ready for launch with soup and subs. There you go. Brian here. I look at crypto and the metals people. I look at crypto and metals people like people used to be about Star Trek and Star Wars. You know, you're kind of right. And see, I'm a unique because I like both Star Trek and Star Wars. But yeah, Star Trek people and Star Wars people are very adamant about their positions. I like that comparison. Rick Harrison says diversification saves the day. Michael D says need to find out if John's YouTube is set to personal or brand. Can't get soup if he's set to brand. It's not. He's set to personal, Michael D. All YouTubes, they default to personal. It's actually complicated to do a brand account, so I can assure you it's personal. So he's good. Dropping the mic. It was hard for me to do it, by the way. I was sketched. It was crazy. Dropping the mic says, do you have a preferred trading platform for your miners? If so, yeah, I just use E-Trade. I just use E-Trade for that. I set it up a long time ago. Easy peasy. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We're just 12 minutes away from the stock market opening. Smash the like button if you're excited. We've only got 40 more likes to 550. I know we can do that. So please keep smashing it. I really do appreciate that. It helps the channel so much when you do that. Okay, let's go here to X. Wow, 200 people on an X. Nice. Curie gets the CapEx thesis, says Silver Spirit Jack. Apply to silver, no central bank dumps. Mine supply can't cover industrial demand. Shorts still have magical thinking. I don't. Gary Croft here says International Stacker, boom. What is this? Iran has until Saturday. Okay, let's see. Is there another thing here? Let's see. Let's see if there's any new posts. These are all 2 minutes ago, so these are a bunch of ones that happened somewhere. I'm trying to see if there's a new post here. Okay, no new post. I think what he's referring to, so Gary Croft, I put out a post on this yesterday with the actual video clip. He says, I don't know, maybe they have a few days, maybe early next week. So it wasn't like a hard deadline, but a bunch of media saying it's a hard deadline. So that might not be a hard deadline, but if there was going to be an attack, it makes sense to do it on the weekend so you can mitigate severe swings in the stock market. But would you want to do it on the weekend when everyone's predicting it? I don't know. We'll see what happens. Dang him is saying the only problem with crypto is it creates artificial supply. If all that you want, if all of that went into metals, we'd have smashed the bankers already, says Dang him. Yeah. I mean, for some, yeah, it does create artificial supply for some. But remember, some are limited. Bitcoin is technically limited, but there's been so many splits and forks that it's kind of not. But I don't know. Let's not go down that rabbit hole. Oh no says, if you have an old account, YouTube automatically made your account branded. Mine is. This is how I found out. I can't give a gifted sub. Oh, really? Oh no. From what I understood is everything was defaulted to personal and you had to make it branded. My account was nearly 10 years old and I was not a branded account. I was personal. Are you thinking of crab walk all summer? No, oh house. I think we're in June gloom. I think we're in June gloom here. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to scroll crazy here. Let me show you guys these coins while I'm scrolling, because I realize some people it might make you sick. But look at these old coins and bars from Japan. Those gold bars from Japan are called Electrum. It's a mix of gold and silver. I'm trying to find you guys the June gloom post. Give me a second here. I think July we start seeing some moves. Now, with the caveat of geopolitical madness, it depends how long this thing goes with Iran. But I do think traditionally, I know traditionally in July, it's where things heat up for metals. Let's go back to here. I'm trying to find you guys the post. Man, I post so much, it's crazy. I can't find the post, but look at that little crustacean. Look at that. Wow, crystal light. Wow, we need a big show. So traditionally, gold and silver don't do well from the first part of the year, January, like really March, February, March, April, May, June. It's usually you get a downtrend. And then usually going into the first week in July, you start to see positive pressure on gold and silver. So historically, that's what happens. Hero website's crashing. Let's see. Did we crash it, crustaceans? It works fine for me, Rick. Maybe it's your internet connection. But they do have 10 ounces of spot right now at Hero Bullion. Go check it out. Yes, I did see the personal in my settings. Okay, good, John. Thank you for confirming that. Oh, it is a long weekend. Oh, I forgot. It's Memorial Day. Man, it is a good weekend for a strike. It is a good weekend for a strike. Wow. Oh, you can't check out. I don't know, Rick. Maybe email them and see. I've heard no issues with people checking out, so I'm not sure what could cause it. Make sure there's not a box you need to check somewhere to agree to terms and conditions. Make sure your address is right. Make sure your card information or your bank account information is correct. It's probably something really dumb that it's probably a little checkbox or something. Been buying from Hero Bullion for a really long time. Well, Jason, you might not know this, but as long as you've never bought it, even if you've been buying from them at a long time, you can go to their website and type in starter. And even if it's not your first purchase, you can still buy the 5 ounces at spot. They will honor it one time for every single household. So you can get that 5 ounces at spot. So don't sleep on that. Oh, yeah, if you buy from them, make sure you tell them you're a crustacean, part of the International Stacker community. You never know, they might give you a little extra favor. Okay, guys, we are just 6 minutes away from the stock market opening here. Oh, thank you. Brian found it for me. Thank you, Brian. Okay, here's the post on June Gloom. Thank you, Brian. Was that, wait, Brian? Yeah, Brian. Thank you, Brian. Okay, silver's famous June Gloom is right on schedule again, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the 50 years of data from 1975 to 2025. Hugo highlights how silver tends to weaken in May and June, then often launches into a strong second half starting in July. So look at it. Here it is. This one here is 1999 to 2025 data, and this is 1975 to 2025 data as well, long term. You can see here, we get into March. Oh no, we're going down. Then maybe a little pop here, then May. Oh, we're going down. June, we're going down. Oh no.
I am never going to financially recover from this.
But then look what has happened traditionally in July. We start to go up. We start to go higher. we start to shoot the moon.
Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars.
So there you go. I'm going to retweet this. Oh, okay. Let me undo repo. I'm going to retweet it again. Because that's a good one. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are just 4 minutes and 20 seconds away from the stock market opening. Let's check the Dow futures right now. So let's close this. Let's close this. Let's go Dow futures. And by the way, who's sipping Mrs. International Stacker coffee with me? Look at this. Brewed from Mrs. IS's secret blend, passed down through generations of crustaceans. Who's sipping with me? I'll put it in chat. There we go. Okay, okay, we are dead. We're zero. We're at zero. Wow. Okay. You don't need a bean machine, Dutch Murphy. If you mean grinder, you can buy it whole bean or ground for, and the grind you can pick for French press or drip. But do you mean you don't have a coffee brewing machine? Maybe that's what you mean. Maybe that's what you mean. Dude, that would be epic. Get Mrs. IS coffee in pods. That would be crazy. Oh, House is asking if Viola's still single, guys. Who needs a significant other? She's built like a brick house. She's Polish. Strong arm. Works the germanium mint.
Yep. What's the robot's name?
Viola.
Viola.
Ladies and gentlemen, she's different. Literally, if you've bought a gold bar, a silver bar, or a copper bar from Germanium Mint, Viola has touched it. Yes, the stock market is opening here in just 2 minutes and 30 seconds. We're going to do a countdown for that. So we're going to be here for the stock market open. Then I think we'll do a crab raid. I see Kalilo is live, and Kalilo has the least amount of subscribers and the least people watching. So I think when it's time, we will crab raid Kalilo. He's got a gold and silver channel, but he does music. It's like a radio. It's kind of cool. And he did a giveaway for the 500. And I think some of you crustaceans won his giveaway for helping him reach 500 subscribers. That was pretty cool. So we'll crab raid him when it's time. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute and 30 seconds away from the stock market opening. Need to fix that. Okay, here we go. We are about to have a 1 minute warning for the stock market open. And ladies and gentlemen, we're just 51 likes away from 600, so please smash the like button. Please subscribe. I do truly appreciate it. And I'm going to be upgrading this to a danger zone alert here, 1 minute away from the stock market opening. We're going to see what happens here. And remember, yesterday, right before the stock market opening happened, is when gold and silver got smashed down, if you remember that. Wow, guys, and Joe Ina upgraded their membership to Shell Brigade. Thank you so much, Joe, and enjoy that upgrade. Now part of the Shell Brigade. Wow, thank you. 20 seconds away from market open here. Woo! Okay. We're going to be at the 15-seconder here. 10 seconds. I'll be counting it down from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, the stock market is open. It was down 322 yesterday. Let's see what happens here. Let's give it about 20 seconds here to marinate. Okay, Dow Jones is up about 120 points. S&P's up 23. We'll see what happens. Anything can happen here. Let's give it a little bit of time. Immediately to a green candle on gold and silver, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Let's see what happens here. Okay. The DXY dollar index is up 0.1%. The Dow Jones is up 95 points, 100 points. S&P's up 20 points. NASDAQ's up 187. Oil's down across the board, anywhere from 2.5% to 1.8, but it's all over 100 still. Brent's at 108. Bitcoin's at 77,000. Okay, we're getting a building up of a green candle here with the stock market open. Let's keep watching here. And Psalm says Japan and China lead foreign government retreat from U.S. treasuries as Iran war stokes currency fears. Thank you for that. William says today is National Be a Millionaire Today. Time for us to chase that mill. Wow. Who wants to be a millionaire? If you're talking with claws, guys, how many clawionaires do we have? How many clawionaires do we have? I know Sublime Mad Dog's one. Let's check here. I think it's top. How many clawionaires do we have in chat? Okay, yeah. Guys, Sublime Mad Dog has 2.5 million claws. Oh my gosh. Jeff Stout has 1.7 million. Seskin Gonzalez has 1.4 million. Lone Ranger has 1.3 million. Denmo has 1.1 million. Bjorn has 1 million. Richard Metcalf has a 900K. Wow. Wow. That's dedication. I'm going to have to do something special for those clawionaires. I don't know. I'm going to have to do something special for those clawionaires. What do you guys think? Should I do something special on the Mega Gaw for the clawionaires? Put something special in chat if you think I should. That's dedication. Okay, here's the situation. I got videos to edit. I've got things to do. I've got website to update. I've got articles to write. I've got news to be had and found. So I'm going to do that. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to go Crab Raid Kalilo. He's a gold and silver radio station. And you never know, if we get him to a certain level, he might give away more silver, maybe some gold. He gave away a Libertad the other day. So that's pretty cool, guys. I will be live this evening, probably at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So be there. Or be square. Make sure you smash that like button on your way out. Make sure you subscribe to all those notifications. I'll say CYOTino. Catch you on the next one. Thank you so much, Marcus H, for subscribing. We're going to go right now and Crab Raid Kalilo. You're going to flood the chat with crabs. You're going to smash that like button. Up to you if you want to subscribe. Let's go have some fun, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate each and every one of you.